I'm Stephanie, and this is an Instant with Chef Stephanie Izard. Today, I'm gonna be cooking a sticky, sweet, crunchy pecan chicken in my instant air fryer. First, we're gonna be making some tasty pecans, putting with some sticky, crunchy chicken, mixing it all together, so tasty and delicious. For this recipe and others, you can go to the Instant Brands Connect app. So first step, we're gonna make our spiced, crunchy pecans. We're gonna take about 2 cups of pecans. We're gonna add in a couple tablespoons of dark brown sugar. Next, we're gonna add in some of our This Little Goat Went to Hong Kong seasoning. So this sauce has some soy, black pepper, ginger, garlic, all these layers of flavor. You can use this, or if you don't have it, you can use a little bit of soy sauce. So I'm gonna mix this up, let it sit for just a minute while we let our instant air fryer heat up. We're gonna go ahead and heat our air fryer to 340 degrees. And this is only gonna take 3 minutes. It's truly amazing. We like to make spiced pecans in our restaurants all the time, and it takes a lot longer than 3 minutes. So I was very excited to see that the texture and all of the flavor comes out in just 3 minutes in our instant air fryer. We'll set these aside while we wait for our instant air fryer to preheat. Meanwhile, we can get our chicken ready to go. So I have got here some chicken thighs, my favorite part of the chicken. If you want to do chicken breasts, go for it, but the chicken thighs are so rich and delicious, have a little bit more fat, and they work really well in this recipe. We are going to go ahead and put a little bit of salt on first. I'm also gonna add in a little bit of my This Little Goat Went to Mexico spice, one of my favorite spice blends. It has some chilies, a little bit of baking spices, cinnamon and such, so it's got some great layers of flavor. You can go ahead and pick up this spice or use one of your favorites. Then we're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch, which is going to make our chicken nice and crunchy in our instant air fryer. It's not an exact amount, you just wanna put enough to do a light coating on the chicken. This recipe is actually inspired by one of the dishes that I do at Duck Duck Goat, my Chinese-inspired restaurant, where we take our chicken and we put it in the deep fryer and then we throw it in the wok. And I was so excited about how much texture you can get in the instant air fryer with the cornstarch. It gets just as crunchy as a deep fryer. And then we're gonna add our sauce on afterwards and cook it right on there, get those sticky notes that we're looking for. We are ready to go with our pecans. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Just spread them out nice and even so you have a nice even layer. Close it up, and just 3 minutes. The spices are gonna cook onto the nuts, the sugar is going to caramelize, and they're gonna get a really great texture. One of my favorite features is you can turn on the light and peek in and see what's happening inside of your air fryer. You can see that the brown sugar is starting to bubble a little bit as that high heat is cooking right onto it. It's prompting me to turn the food, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give our nuts just a little stir. So when our pecans are done, we're gonna take them out and let them cool on a plate for a little bit. They will start to get crunchier as they're cooling, so don't worry if they don't seem super crunchy the moment that they come out. Then we're gonna give our basket a quick rinse and get ready to cook our chicken and get it nice and crispy. Then we're gonna mix them all together, and we've got a spicy, tangy pecan chicken. Yum! You can see the brown sugar has melted and caramelized onto the pecans. I can smell, of course, that This Little Go Into Hong Kong sauce. It's funny, while it's cooking, you can't really smell it because of the filter on the instant air fryer, but as soon as you open it up, all those aromas will fill your house and get you hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and take the basket and give it a quick rinse and get ready to cook the chicken. I can just put this entire thing right into the dishwasher and not have to worry about it. Okay, it's time to cook our chicken. So I'm gonna set my instant air fryer at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. All right, we're ready to go. Just spread it out so you have a nice even layer. Push it in, and we're gonna let it go for 15 minutes. We'll stir it when it's about halfway done. All right, so when time's up, we have one more step so we can make this sticky and delicious. We're gonna take our chicken out, put it into a bowl. We're gonna go ahead and toss some of our This Little Goat Went to Tokyo on here. It's a really sticky, sweet soy. If you don't have this sauce, you can add some sweet soy, which is gonna add that same sticky note to the outside of our chicken. We're gonna give it a quick toss. Go back into our basket and back into our instant air fryer for just about less than 2 minutes. When it's all ready, I have some other things ready to go. I've got some nice hot chilies. You can use serranos, jalapenos, fresnos. If you don't like spicy, you can definitely skip the chilies, but I love adding that layer of flavor. I've got some fresh limes that are cut up to squeeze a little juice over the top, and I've got some cilantro for some nice fresh herbs. We are under 30 seconds left, so we've been in there about a minute and a half. Wow, you can see this sizzling. It looks all sticky and delicious. We're gonna go back into our bowl, and we're gonna add in some of our nice crunchy pecans. They've been sitting off to the side, so they've gotten nice and crunchy. Oh, I can hear how crunchy they are. Sometimes I'm a spice whisk, but today I'm feeling a little spicy, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in some of these serranos, just a few sort of scattered around. Gonna give this a toss in the bowl and go right onto our serving plate. Okay, then lastly, just to add a little bit of acidity, I'm gonna have some limes that you can sort of drizzle right over the top. And as I always do, I'm gonna add some fresh herbs. Got some cilantro right over the top. It smells so good, I've gotta go in for a bite. Let's give it a try. Ooh, hot. So many layers of flavor, and it happens so fast. It's truly amazing the texture that you can get in your instant air fryer. Don't forget to subscribe to the Instant YouTube channel so you can get this recipe and more. Enjoy.